What's up, YouTube? DJ here from Gaming, bringing you another video. Of course, we are talking about the Lenovo Legion Go. We are finally going to do the screen calibration HDR whole thing that you guys have probably already seen on other videos, but I figured why not? Let's go ahead and make a video about it. So first off, let's get off to where we're going to start, and that is going to be in the AMD Adrenalin software here. As you guys can see, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on the cogwheel up here to go to the settings, and then you're going to go to display. After you get into display, you're going to find where it says very bright, and then you're going to take it all the way down to 0. All right, guys. So it is to my understanding that this is it's an optional step, because after you go to the next settings, it's going to disable this anyway. But just in case, just kind of go there, knock it all the way down, and there you have it. And then your OLED power optimization, you want to disable that as well. Mine was already disabled, so I really didn't have to touch it. All right, so next thing you know, you want to go here, you want to go to your actual settings for your Windows, your actual Windows settings, and then from there, you want to go to system and then display, of course. And then once you are in display, you're going to go to your brightness, which is here. Bam. And you want to turn your auto brightness off. Mine is always off. I never, ever have it on. So there's that. Change brightness based on content. It says on battery only. You want to turn that off as well, because that will affect some things. Like for instance, when I was playing Star Wars Battlefront on my desktop computer, it would enable HDR like on its own, and it was fucking a lot of shit up. So I had to go into some settings and stuff and disable that for Battlefront 2, and I probably would have to do the same on here. But we'll see. We'll see if all this works and Battlefront 2 doesn't try to do its own thing. So once you have that off, now what you want to do is you want to open the Legion space side button here. And then you want to drop your brightness down to 43, right? So you're going to drop it to 43. Yes, it's going to look dark, but this is a necessary step to do. So it's at 43, guys, all right? Ooh, excuse me. So now we want to go here into HDR, if we can. There we go. And then it should be right here, HDR display calibration. You want to click on that. It should take you to the Microsoft Store for you to install the Windows HDR calibration. So you want to go ahead and you want to get that downloaded. Once that is downloaded, we're going to go and head into the app. And then that's where the rest of this is going to take place. All right, so once that is done downloading, which for some reason took forever, and it's a very small file, you want to go ahead and get that open. Once you open that, you're going to be on this screen here. Now it says HDR is turned off. Turn on HDR in display settings. So we will actually go ahead and turn HDR on. Like I said, I've not turned HDR on since getting this thing. So let's see. To help improve battery life, HDR is temporarily turned off. Turn off HDR when no, we'll turn that off. And it's not allowing me to turn HDR on. Give me 1 second. Let me figure this out. All right, so I have to like back out of this and then go back into it, and then HDR came on. So anyways, all right, let's go back into the calibration app. So here we are. We're going to click get started, and it's going to open this. So this is going to be where we do our whole calibration. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to take this first one and we're going to drop it all the way down to 0, right? We're going to drop it all the way down to 0 there. And then we're going to hit next. And then for the maximum, we're going to take it up to 1100. If we can, right there. And then we are going to hit next. And then for the max full, we are also going to take it to 1100. If we can, there we go. And I'm at 1090, god damn it, I keep missing 1100. There it goes, 1100, and then we're going to hit next as well. All right, and then right here, color saturation, we are going to set it to 25 or 30. And I'm going to set it at 25. Nope, that's 30. Doesn't allow you to 25. So we're set it at 30. And then you get to go ahead and name your calibration here. And we are going to name it 43. Where is it at? Where's the percent? There we go, 43%. 8, damn it. HDR Cali, just for whatever. And then we're gonna hit finish, and that should save your color profile. And then you should be able to back out of this here. All right. Now, what you want to do here, when you go back into your HDR settings and stuff like that, I mean, I have auto HDR turned off just in case I want to turn HDR off and, you know, kind of not use it. You can, I think you can set a hotkey if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look up the hotkey for HDR, but you can, you know, do whatever that. And then HDR content brightness, you want to have that set to 0, which I already have it. Auto HDR, like I said, is going to be off. And then you want to set your profile. So if we go right here, right, there it goes. So now it's automatically set. So now what we can do, we can go back in here and we can mess with the brightness. Now I tend to keep mine at 65 and bam. So if we're being honest, I mean, I guess I can notice a difference. The screen was already so good looking that I really didn't need HDR. But let's see, let's turn it off. And then, so there's that. You know, the color profile and stuff like that. Yep, that's there. Now, like I said, you do need HDR on in order for it to actually work. Let's go back to display here. And then let's turn HDR on. And bam. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit brighter, I guess, you know. So, I'll be running, you know, HDR content, I guess, and we can kind of see, like, what the video is going to be coming out and looking like and stuff like that. But like I said, guys, if I went a little bit too fast in the beginning, just remember you want to open up Adrenaline and you want to click on the settings cog here, the little cog wheel. It should take you to there. I don't know why this is going so slow today. Hit display. And then, of course, like I said, you want to turn, like I said, it's already disabled because we did the settings we did it in the actual settings, but take that all the way down to 0, disable OLED power consumption or optimization, I'm sorry. And then you can exit out of that. Like I said, you go into your settings, system, display. You want to make sure that you go into HDR, which I keep losing right here. Bam. Go into HDR. And then, of course, like I said, turn it on. Download the calibration app and then go through those settings that I went through a few minutes or seconds ago or whatever. And then you should be set. Your thing is calibrated and you are able to, like I said, mess with the brightness after that. And you should be set. So I hope this video enjoyed. Again, if I went too fast in the beginning, I just covered it again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. See y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.